This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so this Lil Durk case is really going to test the courts with rap lyrics because he has a lot of lyrics in songs that imply that he had some people touched, okay? Especially the new song that they're examining is the song with Gucci Mane, Rumors, where he's describing the time when Quando Rondo came to Atlanta and was basically chased out of Atlanta. Remember, he says, I saw how long he stayed. You know, we were on him at the gas station, and supposedly there was a shooting that happened at that gas station when Quando Rondo was in Atlanta, and they chased him out of Atlanta. Now, that they're going to bring that in. He also, let's see, there was another thing where they're introducing, let's see, hold on one sec. More lyrics, unreleased songs. That's what it was. They got his hard drives, and they're going to seize unreleased music and put that into evidence. Now, he has a good lawyer, and they might be able to throw a lot of this out, but it's in California. And, yeah, we saw A$AP Rocky get out of something, but we've also seen Tory Lanez not get out of something. So it totally depends on the judge you get. We'll have to see how this shakes out for Lil Durk, but to me, it's not looking good. He did call academics the other day. He was in good spirits. He says he's keeping his mind out of the outside, except for family. And then, you know, he didn't even listen to his new album he put out. He just trusted what they did, and that was that. Then, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, Therese was on there because she's the one who got Ack on the phone with Durk only because Durk was in the same cell block as Loose Cannon. That's it. It's not like she knows him or anything. So she felt so proud of herself. Hope she likes this little, 5 seconds she's getting, with the No Jumper audience, because that's it. Nobody else cares about her. So I still can't believe this T Grizzly thing. I mean, we already watched this, but I can't believe T Grizzly's brother. He pressured his friend. He pressured his so-called friend into like, yo, man, I'm gonna do real time behind this, man, and you ain't got no priors. You only do a few months. If we both get caught, it's gonna be 5 years. I was like, you got to be kidding, man. Can you imagine being friends with this guy and he pulls that on you? You shouldn't have been rolling around with drugs in the car, whatever they got caught with. I forget what they got caught with. You shouldn't be rolling around with any of that in the car. Because you know the consequences. You're going to jail. You going to take the case for us? For us? Nobody cares about T Grizzly's brother?
I'm going to get fired.
You? Is that clear? What do you want to do?
I'm to the tell New York.
Oh, what will happen after that?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. You gonna get a case, but you ain't gonna get 5 years.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You're gonna get a case. You're gonna get 5 years. That's devious, bro. I'm gonna be honest. That's devious. Run. Never be friends with these guys again.
We went to the joint already, so we gonna get 5 years. You go out and get a couple.
No. They not gonna get 5 years. He could get 5 years, and he could take it. T Grizzly's brother didn't take the other scenario where he takes the charge, takes his 5 years, and mans up.
Well, it's your first case, ain't it?
Oh.
$20,000.
Give you $20,000, bro, to go get possibly manhandled in jail and lose your bussy virginity. Hell nah, no way. Over the weekend, I guess in Chicago, one person was shot at a reopening of a popular nightclub, Adriana's, in Louisiana-born rapper Big Boogie was there to perform. That doesn't mean he has anything to do with it. It just means that unfortunately, sometimes at rap concerts, it attracts the wrong crowd. People that are looking for other people to take them out. Like, meaning you might run into your ops. There. You never know. Neon kind of blew the lid off of this. He says, Jello Ball's song wouldn't have blown up the way it did unless, and this was on Brad Lee's podcast, right? It wouldn't have blown up the way it did if he didn't put $98K behind it. He says, I paid a certain guy that has an account that blew up the streams on it, and it kind of took off from there. I believe it. He told it with a straight face. It's not like he was trying to out him or anything. He was just like, this is the case. And after that, Jello really, and he says, I never got paid back. And Jello tried to charge him. I think he did charge him for a stream. Jello's a piece of crap, bro. Like, let's be honest. Like, I don't care if he's a one-hit wonder at this point. Then we got Dame Dash. We already talked about this, but he loses his legal team as he prepares to file for bankruptcy amid crippling lawsuit. $4 million. What is this for, though? Submitted by a U.S. court district due to Dame Dash's unwillingness to cooperate with them. That was especially the case when it came to refusing to share court-ordered assets. But the reason for his stubbornness is because he's going to be filing for bankruptcy. His ex-attorneys, why didn't he do this a long time ago? However, it seems his ex-attorneys got frustrated with his plan, poor communication, and they quit. See, Dame Dash is his own worst enemy, man. Let's see. Context was ordering to see where Dash's film rights and company records previously Dame Dash ordered to satisfy Wepper's request of $805,000 back in 2022 for copyright infringement and defamation, but back then not being compliant when it came to sharing pivotal information. The defamation suit has skyrocketed to $4 million. Some disparaging comments are made from Dash. Oh my gosh, this is such a petty lawsuit that these kids are like, he called me he called me this. Tack on more money. Can't make this up. Anyways, I appreciate you all. We'll see what happens with Lil Durk here. I don't really feel bad for him. I mean, I feel bad for his family, if anything. You kind of brought this on yourself. You went too hard. You went too far. Once you made it, you should have chilled, bro. Like, you should have fell way back, especially after Quando Rondo died. I mean, not Quando. Especially after the Quando Rondo incident where... why am I having a brain fart? Where King Von died. King Von had a big career ahead of him, too. Like, he was going to go farther than Lil Durk. It's almost like Lil Durk picked up where he left off and kept it going. Because it's like, I think King Von was way more talented with his story. You could tell he was tapping into real stories. He would be under the jail right now. He was tapping into real stories. That was scary. Anyways. Sorry, I just woke up like an hour ago. I had to catch some sleep. So my brain isn't 100% sharp yet. I'm almost there. Let me go take a shower real quick. Peace.